Hello, friends! As you can see, we are standing, well, somewhere up high. Today we're in Daytona Beach Shores at my beachfront condo. And I wanted to make a video to show you what it's like to live in a condo on the beach in a high-rise building. So we're going to show all the nuances, a lot of the logistics, and we're going to go over the economics as well. This is how we dispose of our trash in a condo. I suppose it's the same thing in other buildings that are high-rise, but you have a rubbish chute. You never get to look in there, so I'll put the camera down there and take a look. Anyway, you put regular trash here, recyclables go somewhere else, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. So I'm at the elevator bank. Right across from this is a storage area. Most of these floors are the same. This is a 22-story building minus the 13th floor. There's also a penthouse. So it would be the 23rd floor, but we don't have a 13th floor. So in a condo, you have to use keys to go everywhere. So this storage space is for the people on the 22nd floor. Again, each of the respective floors has one. I think we have floors 4 through 22 plus the penthouse. That common storage space in there, each of the neighbors just kind of takes a little bit of space and respects each other's space. Now that's the Halifax River. We're going to take the elevator up one floor. Again, I'm on the 22nd floor. Right above us is the penthouse. So a lot of your life in a condo is doing this, waiting on elevators. That's bank 1, that's bank 2. There's me. Now let's go up to the penthouse. This particular building has 2 penthouse suites. I think they're comprised of like 2.5 units each. Normally, each of our floors has 6 units, but this floor is special. So again, we are on the penthouse now, overlooking that Halifax River. Just on the other side of us is the ocean, which we will also look at later, as this beach is virtually in the sand. So on the left there's penthouse 1, and on the right there's penthouse 2 down there. And right here is the club room. It's a big common space. I think you'd like to find like a pool table and other amenities in here. Can't really see much right now. You can see more online. This area is being renovated after these fantastic hurricanes that we had about a year ago. Beautiful view from up here. Now, there is another floor up there. I think that's probably just for maintenance and stuff, but yeah. So anyway, the club room's under maintenance right now, but it is a common space where you can have birthday parties or celebrations or just hang out and chill. It's pretty cool. All right, now we're going downstairs. Again, a lot of waiting on elevators. 22, come on, penthouse, there we go. Penthouse going down. And we're in elevator 2 this time. Hit that number 2. And we are on our way. We're going down to the 2nd floor to show some common spaces. And there will be selective edits in this video. I try not to show any of my neighbors. They didn't ask to be in the video, and try not to show anything private. Although I'll show you my condo and other things. So that's the mezzanine area here, overlooking the lobby. We got a really cool lobby. They redesigned it, I think, 5-6 years ago. Artwork and that type of thing. So on the 2nd floor, we'll take a tour around. Once again, break out the keys, constantly using keys in a condo building. This is one of the many, many storage rooms in the building. What does that mean? It means I have a storage locker right there. And it's filled up with like boogie boards, beach toys, beach chairs, that type of thing. Makes it really easy for in and out. You can come down to the 2nd floor, grab your cart, grab your beach stuff, and under normal circumstances, take the elevator right down to the sand. As you'll see in a little while, the building is under renovation, so we'll have some challenges. Here's the library. Library? Well, it is a library. I've never taken a book. I've never donated a book, but this is a library. I have peeked around, though. I guess one could sit in here and read and chill out. A couple couches. You know, I do see activities going on in the building sometime. Support groups, church groups, celebrations. So you will find people using these spaces occasionally. This building has 2 gymnasium areas or exercise rooms. Here's the first. Did this require a key? I don't recall. Let's take a look. Lights on. So we got a bunch of machines in here, 7 machines I think I count there, bikes and walking machines. I like to use the walking machines when it's cold outside. And there's a television in here. You can turn on whatever you want. Cable TV throughout the building. All right, so second floor, running around again. I do speed these up occasionally just to kind of make better time. This was an extremely long video, and we did have to cut it down quite a bit. Once again, storage spaces. This is entirely different storage. And you'll find these on the second and third, maybe even the fourth floor. No, fourth floor is occupied with people. Exercise room number 2. And this has like a full service machine and the free weights in it. Wow, these keys everywhere in a condo. Again, this is like a 4-station machine plus free weights. And these are pretty well utilized in the building. I walk by these and they're used quite frequently. The other space with the running machines in that, those seem to be utilized more than this one. But then again, I do pass by that or use it more often than I've never used this space actually. More storage everywhere. Headed back down. Remember, we're on the second floor. Headed all the way to the other side of the building. All these carts here. There's a few stations like this in the building where you'll find a bunch of shopping carts and that type of thing. This is our indoor pool and spa, as seen from the second floor. Ooh, my camera did not like these lights in the ladder well or stairwell, so I sped that up. Now we're on the first floor. This is the service elevator, and there's outside. That's a separate entrance to the building. That is not the front door. Let's take a look in the pool area. Again, I told you this building went through the hurricane and still under repair, but the inside was just fine. We have a nice heated indoor pool, very cool. Very nice to go in after you go on the beach and shower and come and chill out, and a hot tub. Now, they were doing maintenance on the heaters and everything because of the outdoor pool situation, and it was not warm this day. But on a good day, it's hot, and you've got manual controls on the wall, as you can see here. Now, let's take a look and see what's going on. Yeah, this space is cool. You just hang out, inclement weather, whatever's going on. If you're on a beach vacation, you can come in here and chill out. This is our outdoor space. Again, it got devastated by the hurricane. Major repairs underway. We are very far along into the repairs. There's a big pool out there, and I'll talk about some of the improvements that the building's making that are absolutely awesome. So yeah, they're working on it. It's February of 2024 as I record this video, and I think probably by summer everything will be done. And I'm going to show you a little bit of those improvements here in a few. So again, first floor, card room. I guess this is where one would go to play cards. Yeah, there's a table, but what I find mostly goes on in here, it's a mail room. So if you get your Amazon packages, they kind of space them out according to whatever floor you're on and move them around. Again, first floor, outside of the pool area, women's and men's restroom. I do clear the restroom here, although you can't hear it because I don't have the original audio. No one's in here. This is kind of cool. There's a shower in here, as one would hope to have near a pool and the beach. And again, on a good day, there's outdoor showers as well that you rinse off in before you would use the outdoor pool. Now, our maintenance guy was cool enough to invite me into his space and say, "Hey, Rich, look around." The maintenance people take care of a ton of stuff in this building. Our team does an awesome job here. Didn't want to show his face because he didn't ask to be in the video, but he did show the space. So yeah, maintenance room. Again, big building, 110 units or so. There's always something going on. This is the reception area and the back office, or the main office. Here's our lobby. Very nice. Mailboxes. Elevator banks. Again, we have 2 elevators here and 1 service elevator on the front right side of the building. Now here are the improvements that are going on. That's our pool that's outside. It's still there, but they're putting a big hot tub out there, fire pits, outdoor kitchen, promenade, seating areas. All that area that you're seeing there used to be unused. It was just grass. So now, man, we are so excited. Look at that spa overlooking the beach. It's going to be awesome. Now we're headed toward the first floor of the parking garage. Again, a lot of doors, a lot of spaces in this building. It's the very nature of living in a condo building. Right here, that's the space where the trash goes when you throw it down the trash chute. It's locked so you can't go in there, but I can tell you that there are dumpsters in there. Walking across, this is a normal path one has to take in order to dispose of the recyclables. So if you have cardboard, bottles, cans, that type of thing, you put them in there. Now the first floor looks like a construction zone, because it is. After the hurricane, we had many repairs done to the main building. Several are still ongoing. So we have all this construction material down here. And on many floors of the parking garage, we do have 3 floors of parking garage, are storage spaces. What's in here? Cool. Surfboards, that type of thing. Plenty of space. Again, these are all over the building, and they're all secured spaces. So you have to have a key to get in. I feel very safe and secure here. There's cameras. The door's open right now, the bay or the garage door, just because they're doing construction. But normally you have to have a remote and open it up and that type of thing. It's a rainy day here in Florida. It does happen. But again, first floor of the parking garage. Plenty of parking in here. I've never done the math, but it's never been too full for me to park my car in here. Lots of spaces with egress to get out of the building for fires and emergencies, although that doesn't happen too often. In fact, never happened here, but doesn't happen too often in Florida. Lobby space, just a nice space. See those chairs on the right there? Yeah, sometimes they have meetings down here. There's our front driveway, security box. Lots of parking outside. It can get very busy if it's a 3-day weekend or some events going on, but in that case, you can just park inside. Right out in front of the building, there is a bus stop if one wanted to take that, and a crosswalk to go across the street to, I guess it's ABC Liquor. There she is, beautiful Grand Coquina. I think she's one of the tallest buildings that there is in Daytona Beach Shores. Oh, here we are back in the condo. Give you a little tour of the space here. My condo is 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It's about 1,400 square feet. Here's the kids' room, like a full or a queen. I don't know the difference, and a twin. Keep skateboards, fishing poles, all sorts of goodies in here. Oh, in case I haven't told you, we don't actually live here, even though this video is talking about life in a high-rise condo. And the common restroom, or the restroom that's associated with that bedroom, we had all the tile and all the showers redone in the building, or in the condo. Really like the way it came out, so we'll take a little look in here. Look at that. Look at that beautiful tile work. Very functional, plenty big. I grew up in a house that was about the same square footage as this condo, so it is plenty of space. But because it's a condo, it's a little cramped. There's a furnace. Actually, most importantly, there's the air conditioning unit. Moin. We had some German friends that stayed here. They gave us that, and moin means like a greeting in German for northern German people who live by the beach. Kitchen. Most of this was renovated before we bought the place about 5 years ago. I think it's bamboo that they use. We like the colors. I think I want to do a backsplash in there, but most of the appliances are it's about 50-50, new and replaced. The red washer and dryer were here when we got the place. We thought that was cool. We got a new hot water heater. Standard circuit breaker panel. I'm not sure why I showed that, but hey, we're showing everything. There are storm shutters in all the windows. Trash recycling, we do have to separate. There's always water in this space. Always lots of water. Pantry, lots of goodies. Spice cabinet. Stove. Oh, importantly, coffee maker. Microwave. And again, for a condo, plenty of storage in here. I like to cook, and there is absolutely plenty of storage to do whatever we need to do. Moin, again. I shot this video in a couple of segments, had to re-edit it down a little bit to make this work. See the mirrored wall there? I think most of the condos came with that when they originally built the place. Not a huge fan, but it is what it is. This is why you buy a beach condo. No, not the television watching football. But I can talk to you about that in a few. It's this, that view. Look outside. You have a couple of Adirondack chairs out here, nice spacious balcony. And in some of the buildings on the beach, you can like see your neighbors. Here in the Grand Coquina, you cannot, thankfully. Nice and private. Oh, I saw someone down there doing something. And that whole space down there with all that dirt, that's all the renovations and that exterior improvements that I talked about when I showed the pictures. A little bit rainy today, a little overcast, but still, beautiful day. These sliders, yeah, everything's more expensive in a condo. We had to have these sliders replaced. It was about 3 or 4 times more expensive than it would cost if you had it done in a normal house. You have to have turtle glass, which means it doesn't emit light at night, and they're like hurricane proof to whatever wind speed. But we had these done long before the hurricane, and we did not take one drop of water during the hurricanes in 2022, was it? Yeah, 2022. Sectional couch, there's a bed in there as well. Someone got this for us. A lot of people when they're guests, they leave things for us. There's the Dunlawton bridge that goes over, and we live, well, I guess where I just pointed. This is the master bedroom. You know, we've gone through here, we've retiled, we've repainted. Some of the original furniture was left by the last owner, and you kind of take advantage of that. But nice, spacious master bedroom. It's a huge walk-in closet on the right, but I'm not going in there because I stuffed a bunch of junk in there in order to make this video. It's like a makeup counter area there. Little closet, a tub that I never use, but I suppose some people do. Dual sink bathroom, dual sink, double sink, commode, and a shower. Again, all of that was redone when we had the tile work done. Very happy with that. Came out really well. But boy, just having that view, it's worth $1 million. Stepping back out into the living room, dining room table, we do use that quite a bit. You cook, you have people here, and that's what you do. Oh boy, yeah, the cart. We'll talk about that in a few minutes too. You're high up in a high rise in a condo. There's always something to move or to do, and it's not like you can walk right out the front door and have access to your vehicle and any of the things that you need. So out in the distance there, you can't see it in the video, but is Daytona International Speedway. I think it's 7 miles as the crow flies, but it takes a little bit longer if you're actually on the roads. Door has an automatic closer. Walking back around the space. Oh, what is this? Most of the condo is a shell of concrete. That's a drywall build out there, and the neighbors had some sort of leak up there to leak through a little bit. I just painted the ceiling like, I don't know, maybe a year ago, and looks like I have to paint a little bit more. But if the neighbors above you in a condo do have a little water leaking, that's something you have to deal with. So to do the most basic tasks like get groceries, you're gonna need a cart, and you're gonna need some time. I'm not sure it's a far cry from living in any other house or condo or anything else, but there is a bit more walking involved. And because of the distance that you have to cover, you're gonna wanna bring your own cart. So let's hop into the elevator, tick this down, go down to 2, because that's where my car is in the garage. We have this cool screen up, actually, and we just had these elevators renovated a year and a half, 2 years ago. And there's still some repairs going on in the other one for some reason, but it's really neat. It'll tell you what the temperature is outside, what the forecast is. They put notes up there about meetings. They put birthdays and anniversaries, just some cool stuff. And it doesn't look like I sped this part of the video up, which I probably should have, because every time you hop in these elevators, it should be sped up. But yeah, these elevators are cool. Everything's been redone. These are the 2 nice elevators. Then we have the service elevator or freight elevator that's on the other side, which is to my left as I'm walking here. But I am going to go this way because I think my car is out here. Again, walking by a storage room, walking out to the garage. There's that exercise room that we saw a little bit earlier. Garage. I showed you the first floor of the garage earlier. Here's the second floor. And again, it goes up to the 3rd floor, which you can see on the right. But my truck is around here, yeah, straight over to the right. Now, while this is going on, I want to tell you a few things about our building and get into some of the economics as well. The building has 22 stories. Again, the penthouse is the 22nd story, but they're misnumbered after 12 because we don't have a 13th floor. So 18 regular floors are occupied, 4th through the 22nd, plus the penthouse. So there's 108 total normal units plus 2 penthouses, or about 110 condos total. there are, by my count, 3 regular different models in this building. My unit, 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,400 square feet, and then inside units are 3-bed, 3-bath, about 2,000 square feet, similar to this that you've already seen, just a little bit bigger. And the corner units, one of which I got to tour recently with my neighbor who's doing some maintenance, or excuse me, improvements. 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,800 square feet. And the view on the corners is just incredible, especially the higher up you get. You can see the Halifax River and you can see the ocean from there. I didn't know what to expect until I actually walked through it, but it was far more impressive than I thought. And then of course we have the 2 penthouses above my condo. So I took a look at prices, what's going on right now. It's around or about $350 a square foot. At the time we bought in, these were in the 300s, the unit that I'm in right now, and they're now in the 500s. I think one of my neighbors sold recently for right around 500. And that was before all the inflation stuff that went on. That's what caused this. But there has been some downward pressure on condominiums as well. During COVID, people wanted space, not necessarily to be in a building with a bunch of other people. So there's some mixed factors that went into that. But they went up with inflation like everything else. And finally, they're easing off a little bit as the interest rates went up. So on the right there, that's where all the tractors pull through who are doing maintenance on the front. But under normal circumstances, everything is clean and pristine and beautiful here. And they will be again. So I took a look around the area. I'm going to drive to Publix in this part of the video. Oops, but my mirror is not fixed. Living in a condo, especially in a truck like this, it's a challenge. You have to bring your mirrors in. It's a little bit tough to park, especially in a full-size truck. So I'm driving down A1A or South Atlantic Avenue here. We're going to go up to Publix. I just use this to burn some time while we could talk some economics. So I took a look at real estate in the area using the zip code that we're in. You can buy a studio right now for as low as $100,000. There's one at 99, there's one at 125, and they go up from there. So that's pretty affordable. Not sure that you want to live in a studio apartment, but it would seem to be pretty affordable at $100,000. And as I went around looking at some of the other spaces, some of the higher end condos with nice features and more square footage go up to about 1.5 million. If you wanted to rent here, I found $1,500 for a studio is about the average price right now, and up to about $6,000 for the larger premium properties. For a 2-bed, 2-bath like this that you're seeing in the video, it's about $3,000 a month. Now this, if you live in Florida, you know what Publix looks like. They just repainted this Publix about 4 months ago, and it's cool colors, like beach colors. Look at that. That's kind of Condo Row up there. The beach is right across the street. So yeah, I do go into Publix here. I went shopping. Hop back in the truck, and we're going to take the trip back to the condo. I left this part in Dobervan. I thought that was interesting. Dobervan. If I recall, that was a Canadian license plate. In my building, you can have pets, which is kind of nice. A lot of people do have small dogs. I think there's a size or a weight limit on the dog, as one could expect. But it's a bit of work. You know, I kind of want my dog to be able to get inside and outside easy. You know, living in a condo, you have to manually take the dog in and out and take it for walks, which is probably good because you're getting that exercise too. So I did want to cover some of the other costs with you as we're taking this high-speed drive. It's 35 miles an hour on A1A or South Atlantic Avenue, and I do stick to that. I don't mess around. So yeah, I wanted to talk to you about some of the other costs that you incur in this condo. It's about $750 a month for the HOA fee. That gets you water, all the building services that go into this, building insurance, which is a huge expense right now. That's why it went up, in fact. Landscaping, garage maintenance, cable TV with really good internet service, all the premium channels, and water. You do pay for electricity, and that's about $100 a month since this place is used part-time. But it could be about twice that if you were here full-time, and you have to have air conditioning on almost constantly during the summer. Just is what it is. Regular homeowners insurance just for the little box that we're in our contents is about $1,000 a year. No, actually it's $739. I'll just look that up. And the property taxes for non-homestead is about $4,500 a year. That's quite a bit. But it's Florida. You don't have income tax, so you got to pay for it somewhere. So those are the expenses that it takes to live in a place like this. We're just south of Daytona Beach, which you're probably familiar with. And I made a right here on Dunlawton. That's the bridge in front of us. And I'm just kind of showing you the proximity to other things. If I take this road up 6 miles, I will hit I-95, as you're probably familiar with if you live on the East Coast. And I take that to I-4, I'm about an hour and 15 minutes from downtown Orlando. So I think I make a cut here and we speed this up just a bit. There we go. Yeah, there's plenty of restaurants and anything that you want as either a resident or a visitor. Very cool and convenient place to live, as long as you can get out of the building, get down that elevator. That's the Halifax River. As you drive over, you're often finding stranded boats that get grounded because there's some very shallow areas in here, especially at low tide. Usually see those stranded boats on the other side though. Again, a little bit of a gloomy day, but man, just living down by the water. A lot of people move here for health reasons and happiness and all of that, and I totally get it. We use this place for friends and family, not to live here, but we love it. And it's Florida real estate's almost always a good investment. On the right here, you can pull your boat into the water, you can fish, that type of thing. Just a great area. I've never caught anything down here, but I know a bunch of people who do. I think redfish are prominent coming in and out. I'm just fishing at the wrong times. But on a nicer day, you'll see a bunch of people lined up on the bridge here fishing, having a good time, and just cruising. So I'll outro with some music, but I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I just wanted to answer a bunch of the questions that I've received. I've talked about the building and repairs. If you look at my previous videos, you'll see everything that went on with the condo. And the hurricane almost took down, I think, half a dozen buildings in Daytona Beach Shores, ours being one of the worst, but it's all fixed up and steady. And now it's all aesthetic and nice stuff that they're fixing up. Big truck, tough to make a U-turn sometimes in these places. So again, I'll outro with some music. You're gonna see me go into the condo and you'll see the evidence tag in the door. I left that on just because I think it's cool. The police red tagged the building during the hurricane, and that's the evidence tag they put up. So as always, thank you all, everybody. Appreciate you watching the videos. Appreciate the like and subscribe. And have a great one. See you at the beach.